Hey everyone, I see we've got one or two people in here already, so I appreciate you showing up. So today we're doing the kind of first official live stream AMA, Ask Me Anything. So any questions you have either about YouTube or cryptocurrency, anything like that, we're here to kind of talk about. So I do have, before we get going today, I do want to let you know that down in the description of the stream is a link to my Discord. I highly suggest you check that out. It's a great place to kind of get to know everybody in the cryptocurrency community, and I do have the AMA questions channel over there. So we're going to try and get a little bit more consistent with some streams. Last time I did one of these, it went pretty well. So I figured I would create the AMA channel in the Discord for people to put any questions that they have over there. And we can kind of talk about them here, maybe on a weekly or every other weekly basis, depending on how popular these streams are. So check that out in the description below. It's a great community of people in cryptocurrency anyways, but yeah, so I also have the live chat up here for the stream, so if you have any questions that you want to ask here on stream, we can definitely do that as well. I did just start the stream off here with the Coin 360 dashboard. We can see that kind of the bigger coins right now are in the red. Bitcoin's down 1.71%, which isn't great. It's not terrible. It's been worse. Ethereum's down just about 4.5% right now, 1,500. So definitely, definitely a little bit of a down day, but I think we'll be headed back up here in the not too far future. If Bitcoin can break the resistance at around 50,000, I think we will start to see a lot more gains on the Bitcoin side, and then, you know, in my experience, if Bitcoin's going to go up, so is everything else. I mean, it might not be right away, but down the line we will see things like Litecoin and Ethereum and all the other coins, the altcoins, start to get lifted up by the Bitcoin going up. So that's, I think it'll be really cool if we can break that limit and see where we can get going here. But I see we have 4 people in the stream, so welcome again to all the people who are here now. I appreciate everyone coming to hang out with us. Again, if you have any questions, throw them in the live chat. I'm excited to kind of answer some other questions that maybe have a little bit more in-depth answers than just, you know, a quick sentence or two in Discord. But when we are waiting here for any questions to pop in, I did have a question here in the Discord. Again, we have the AMA channel, but Super Stefan 84, who is one of the managers in the Discord, he did ask, will I be creating a gaming channel? And to answer that, currently I don't have any plans to create a gaming channel. I don't do a lot of gaming myself. I am helping some other people work on creating YouTube channels and Twitch and building audiences and stuff, because I do understand a little bit of the SEO optimization, you know, for Google and all of that. So currently right now I don't have any plans to create a gaming channel, but if I do get into gaming a little bit more, I would definitely want to create that, because I do like making videos. I do like the editing and stuff like that. So as of right now, I don't have any plans for a gaming channel, but I may come up with a second channel at some point. Right now I'm just focused on growing Bitcoin Tips, the new one, since my other one got deleted. And for those of you who have been following that in the Discord, March 8th, which is a week from yesterday, so about 6 days, we should know for sure if the old Bitcoin Tips is gone. I believe that it will be, unfortunately, but we'll see. And I do plan to give it one last attempt with Google and YouTube to see if I can get it back, but I don't have high hopes. So it sucks, but we're going to try and build back as quick as possible, and that's part of why I'm trying to do some different things on the channel, like these streams. So if you like these streams, make sure to hit that like button. Share with your friends, your family, anybody who's into cryptocurrency. It's hopefully an educational thing, and I hope to help a lot of people out in the cryptocurrency space. But Mike, welcome back. Thanks for joining us. And he asked in the live chat what made me pick Rocco coin. To be completely honest with you, I had a friend who I've been met through cryptocurrency. He's taught me a lot about cryptocurrency. We've helped each other out for the last about 5 or 6 years. He recommended me Rocco, let's see, probably at least 2 years ago. He said, hey, I got this new coin, POS. It's kind of cool. You should take a look at it. And at the time, earlier that year, I believe it was I think it was 2018. I had really gotten into the masternode side of POS coins. And I don't know if you guys are familiar with the masternodes and all that, but back in 2018, there was kind of a string of high ROI coins that claimed to, let's go to masternodes online here. They claim to pay really high ROI and get your money back really quickly. So if we filter by ROI, you can see some of these coins here. Coin Mega Trend having a 57,000, almost 58,000 ROI time, which is incredible. I mean, that's in no way sustainable, especially since the masternode is $15. So yeah, you're going to be making, $15 back in what, a day or something like that. But the issue comes up that there's no volume on the exchange. Yeah, you're making $23 a day. So there's no volume on the exchange. You can't sell your coins. I had been in a lot of POS coins, both masternode and staking, that ended up being high ROI coins that lost their value, and to be honest with you, I was lucky to be able to get out of the coins at all. One of those coins is Various. For those of you who are around for the old Bitcoin tips, you'll probably remember Various. I was part of the development team for a little bit there. But Rocco had a great ROI. It was low, which is not necessarily a bad thing. And I think a lot of people can kind of get that confused with mining and POS, because they are different. In mining, you want low ROI on your graphics cards and stuff like that, but if you happen to come across a card or an ASIC machine or something like that is making, say, $50, $60, $70 a day just off the one machine, or I mean, there have even been some that are making in the hundreds to $200 range a day off of one machine, using maybe $3, $4, $5 in electricity. Well, that's all great, but how long is it sustainable for? And that's what really grabbed my attention with Rocco, was that with the low ROI, the good team, good volume on the exchange, it seemed really sustainable. And I've been in the project for about 2 years, probably coming up on 3 years now. And although it's dropped down and kind of settled a little bit lower in price than what I paid to get in, it's still really stable. And I think that's something that's good is, yes, these high ROI coins are appealing, but they're not sustainable, and you can really, kind of get messed up here if you look at some of them here. Like this one, Emoji, has a 3,303% ROI. So you're making $850 a day. Well, that seems like too good to pass up. But again, going back to it, you can see that for an Emoji masternode, you need to spend $9,500, $9,600. Rocco coin, it's about $100 to create a masternode, but you're not going to be making a crazy ROI. So looking at some of these other coins here, let me refresh, just kind of reset the list here. Dash coin, masternode worth $219,000. No one's going to go out and spend almost $250,000 on a masternode, but there are 4,685 of them, people who got in when it was much lower cost per dash. So and their ROI is 6.18%. So you're spending $220,000 and you're earning $37 a day. So you're only earning $13,000 a year off of almost $250,000 investment. That's not good. I mean, it's almost 7%, which it does perform near what something like a real estate investment, good real estate investment, I'll say it like that, can do. But stock market returns about 7%, stuff like that. So it's not terrible, but the lower ROI was a little bit more appealing to me personally. So hopefully that kind of helped answer your question there, Mike, about why I ended up going with Rocco. And the team and the idea behind it, I think, is really important as well. And the team is a great group of people over there. Like I said in the video, I have about a 20-minute dedicated video coming out Tuesday morning. Today's Tuesday. I believe it's Friday morning, about Rocco. All of the ins and outs of it, how to set it up for staking, how to set it up for masternodes. So make sure you're subscribed to see that. But Mike, if you got any other questions about Rocco, I'd be happy to try and answer them. But I see Alexis in here in the live chat asks, what do I think of the stock market? I think it's really interesting. There's been a lot of crazy things that have happened over the last, 365 days. We saw some of the biggest drops in a single day. We saw some of just crazy amounts of money lost, back in March when the whole coronavirus thing started happening. And then we turned around, by June, July, saw some of the greatest gains, and it was actually the shortest bear market in the history of the stock market, I believe. So lots of, first kind of things for it, which that's kind of crazy to me. I do have a little bit in the stock market. I would say I started with cryptocurrency and learned a lot about, the charts and stuff like that through cryptocurrency. But I think the stock market is more appealing to, I would say, the majority of people looking to invest, because cryptocurrency is still so new that a lot of people are worried about it. And I would definitely say cryptocurrency is a lot more volatile. I mean, we could see, like we've seen with Bitcoin over just the last, 2.5 months here, it went from just right around $20,000 up to over $50,000, and then it was in the 30,000s again just a week or so later. So I think that's something that you got to be prepared for if you're going to invest in the cryptocurrency market, just because it's going all over the place, and that's part of it. And there are stocks that do that too. Who could have predicted the GameStop thing? That was what was actually really crazy, that off of a Reddit page they were able to make so much money. But it is really kind of an interesting place. I would not consider myself an expert on the cryptocurrency markets, so I'm definitely not going to consider myself any sort of expert on the stock market. I personally tend to stick with bigger companies that I know are going to, in the long term, do well. But I mean, it's just look at the company. It's same idea as cryptocurrency. Look at the team. What's their ideas? What's their goals? What do they provide? If it's obviously the stock market's more regulated, so you're not going to get coins or companies that are like some of these coins that just pop up and do good for 6 months, and then just the team kind of stops responding and they sit there. But stock market's a little different than cryptocurrency, but I mean, they do have a lot of similarities. And I think although Bitcoin and crypto is supposed to be decentralized, it still does follow the trends of the S&P 500 and the markets in general. But hopefully that kind of helped answer that a little bit there. But both good investments. I would just say, as always with cryptocurrency and with the stocks, do your research and never invest more than you can afford to lose. Always have a worst case scenario. You're going to lose it all. Then you'll be pleasantly surprised when you don't. So Mike, you said awesome. Thanks. Digibyte has a promising future. DGB. Do you like the Rocco project at all, or no? I'm not talking particularly interested in staking, but rather something you can hold on to long term. Well, like I said, I've had it for probably 2 or 3 years now. I don't remember the exact date that I originally acquired it, but I think the Rocco project, especially now that they've been releasing these updates, I think it has a lot of potential. I know that there are people that I've, like I said, been friends with in cryptocurrency that are investing in it now just because it does have this new platform coming out. Once they start to release it past just what the plan is, we'll see. I think from what they've put in the Discord about the platform that they're coming out with, different games, I think the success in the long term of the Rocco project based off of that is going to be how successful and how many people actually use the game. Because I did something very similar to that with the Various project, where we did a ticket rush game where you would submit your coins, and a chance to win more. It was pretty simple. It was all through Discord, but ultimately what killed it was there was only, after the first 2 or 3 rounds, there was only, maybe 1 or 0 people that wanted to play the game. So if that happens with the Rocco project, it could be, kind of hyped up for a couple weeks, and then it could die back down, and there couldn't be much. I think it's still pretty early. I think the Rocco project, the way that the coin is built on the blockchain, is really stable. It has very few issues overall, but I think it has a lot of potential. And then, like I said, you said you're not particularly interested in staking, but rather something you can hold long term. And yeah, that's I would say that Rocco is something you could hold on to long term. Like I just said when I was talking about Alexis's question, there was be prepared to lose it all. There's nothing saying that it's going to go up. There's nothing saying that it's going to go down. And it could stay at 25 Satoshis, for the next 7 to 8 months, and then it could go up to $1 a coin. You never know. Look at like Dogecoin. Just looking at the chart. Let's see, Doge is right here. If we can take a look at the chart for Dogecoin, it was trending here at about 0.00. Oh, this is back in 2016. How do we get 1 year chart? So you can see that all of 2020 it was trending at about 0.1 of a penny. So 1/10 of a penny. So it's chilling around there, and then all of a sudden, come January, December, it goes from 0.1 of a penny up to 0.5, 1 cent, and then it really takes off. Who would have thought that back in July of 2020 that you should have put $10,000 into Dogecoin and held on to it for 6 months? You just never know, because like I said in some of my other videos, if you had told me to put a bunch of money in Dogecoin because it was going to be 5 cents one day, I would have probably laughed at you. I, at one point back when I was originally getting into crypto, had probably 2-3 million Dogecoin because they were incredibly cheap. They were 1/100th of a penny or 2/100ths of a penny. So it's all just how long do you want to wait? And I think that's one of the biggest things in crypto is, get some coins that you like, research the projects, and hold on to them. And that can be something that's hard because eventually here we're going to go back into a bear market, just like what happened in 2018. We went right up to 20,000 and then it fell back down and we were in the 3,000s at points. So I would say, based off your comment there, Mike, you said you're not particularly interested in staking. I would reevaluate that. If you're going to hold the coins, why not stake them? Staking in the POS doesn't cost anything. If you already own the coins, you can earn staking rewards. So, like I said, I have a video coming out Friday morning talking about all the different, how to set it up for staking, the block sizes, all of that. I would say, if you're going to hold the coins, there's no reason not to stake them. But of course, it's up to you. I just would say maybe consider staking them. The wallet can be closed, and then when you open it up, you'll get a bunch of stakes right away. So you don't always have to have the wallet open. Like mine is closed right now. We can open it up here, but when you'll see, I'll open it up. I'll get a bunch of masternode rewards, and then I'll start getting a bunch of stake rewards. But I had it open last night, so I won't have a ton of weight built up. But it's definitely. I would say it's something that you should definitely look into. And yeah, I see you said you will look into it after the video. If you have any questions, make sure to comment on the video. I'm happy to help you out with it, but you can see right here, I'm getting a ton of all my masternode rewards coming in, and then all of the stakes will start to come in at 0.1 coins. So if we just look at the transaction history, scrolling down, to the other day, every time you see 0.1 in here is a stake. So although it's only 0.1 of a coin, you're still earning a good amount of coins over the long term. And I think that's kind of a nice aspect of the POS coin is you're already buying it, you're already holding it, so you can just set it up and actually earn more for it. Whereas, you go out to a Bitcoin faucet, you claim some Bitcoin, you're not going to earn anything else unless that faucet, has earn programs, which a lot of them, some of them do, some of them don't. Like Free Bitcoin does have earn, but it's 4% a year, so it's again going to come down to the ROI and what you decide is worth it and worth your money. So like I said, Rocco I think is I think it's a good project. I think it's got a lot of potential here, but let me see. I was going to pull up the Rocco platform here, the Rocco site, because they aren't listed on the Masternodes Online site anymore, so I was going to see if we can grab their ROI. I'm not sure where they have it posted now that they got taken off the Masternode Online, but I know they had a CoinGecko, so let's find that. Let's take a look here. So, Masternode cap. I thought they would have had it put right out on here, but I guess not. I can't remember what it was, but it was less than, I think it was right around like 100%. So it would take, a little over a year to make your money back, a full 100% on their Masternode, which less than a year for making your money back, I think is good. So you said when you leave your computer on 24/7, 365, you don't have to. And I think that's a kind of a common thought with the cryptocurrency staking side of things, because although you can close your wallet, you just won't be earning stakes during the time that your wallet is closed. And then again, that can be confusing too. But the way it works is you hold coins, and I go a little bit more in depth in this in the video that I have coming out, but you have your coins, and those are called blocks. So for Rocco, I set my coins up in 10 coin blocks. So each block gathers weight, and for Rocco, the maturity time of the coin is 1 hour. So for the first hour of holding your coins, you can have the wallet open, you can have it closed, nothing's going to happen. After that hour, depending on how much weight your block has, you'll get a stake. The more weight you have, the higher the chance you get a stake is. And I said I have 10 coin blocks, so if you have, say you go out and buy 1,000 coins, you could have 110 coin blocks, and they would each stake at different rates, because it is still random. But say you went out and you did 10 100 coin blocks, those are going to stake quicker after the 1 hour maturity time, but each time it stakes, it has that hour buffer time before it can stake again. So you could technically come out and go out and buy 10,000 coins, have one block of 10,000, and it might stake after an hour and 2 minutes, versus my 10 coins might take 3 hours to stake, but I have more blocks, so over time I'm going to get more stakes. So it's kind of a different thing you have to think about, and closing your wallet, the weight is still going to build up. So when you open your wallet, all of your blocks are going to stake, probably pretty quickly within a few minutes of opening your wallet, because now that the wallet's open, they can start staking, and you have such high weight that chances are the next couple blocks you're going to be the one to find, because you have real high weight. Now, of course, that's just not always exact. There could be someone out there that's also opening their wallet at the same time and earning a bunch all at the same time. So hopefully that kind of helps answer it. It is a little confusing at first. Like I said, when my friend first got me into the POS side of cryptocurrency, I was like, this is way too confusing. There's no way I'm going to be able to ever, continue this or anything. But after you do it the first couple times and kind of, find a project that's good to learn on, I think it's a good way to kind of get into cryptocurrency. And if you're looking for some projects to learn the POS side of cryptocurrency on, I think Rocco's a really good one, because it is valuable, but it's not super expensive. So you don't have to spend a bunch of money to get into it, and you can still make a little bit of money. Now, if you're looking for what I would say is almost like just a fun coin to where you probably won't make money with it. If you wanted to take, $5 and invest in a coin called Various, they are super cheap. I believe they are let's see here. I believe they were 1/100th of a Satoshi here, but you're pretty much never going to be able to sell them because nobody wants to buy them because there's so many. Like I said, this is a 365% interest per year, meaning that every single year you're earning, or every 100 days you're earning your money back. It's a 1% per day. So there were so many coins coming out that the market just got flooded, and you can see that everybody's been buying them up. This coin's another staking coin. They don't have masternodes, but you can get a ton of these coins for pretty cheap. And, like I said, I had, probably 60, 70 million of them at one time, off of an initial investment of, maybe $20, just staking over a long period of time. And like I said, I did get out of it in time, which was nice, but this is kind of why you don't want to see high ROI coins with high release rates, because, every stake that I was earning, man, I don't remember what I was getting, but it was a lot of coins every time it staked. Because this one wasn't, that's right, this one was not set, whereas like Rocco, every stake you get is going to be 0.1 of a coin. With this, it was based off how much weight you had, so sometimes you could get, 50 coins, sometimes you could get 5,000, so it wasn't as structured, but this is another good ROI coin to kind of, mess around with if you're going to get into staking and kind of want to learn some stuff. But like I said, if you're trying to make a little bit of money and learn, Rocco's a great way to do that because it's valuable, but it's also still, like 25 Satoshis a coin, I believe, so it's not super expensive to get some. 27, 24 and 27, so it's gone up a little bit, but hopefully that kind of helped to answer your question about staking and all of that. But yeah, let me know if you guys have any other questions. Make sure you hit the like on the stream. Kind of trying to grow the new YouTube channel again, since the other one got deleted. Sorry, I had to take a drink there, but yeah, I'm trying to grow the new YouTube channel as quick as possible. Like I said at the beginning of the stream, it looks like we've got 4 people here, so I'm real glad you guys decided to come hang out with us. Hopefully over the next couple weeks we can get some new people in here, and we can get, maybe 10, 15 people on the stream, but glad it's making sense, Mike. Like I said, it is a little confusing in the beginning, but once you kind of get your hands dirty with it and get going, it does make more sense. And at this time, I do not have anything else that I am staking, just Rocco. Like I said, I got out of Various, which was my other coin I was staking, probably about at least a year ago or two, but right now it's just Rocco, so my big earnings right now are in mining with GPUs, so that's kind of where the cryptocurrency has gone at the moment. And of course I do still use, free Bitcoin, the faucets and stuff like that, because hey, it's like I've said in the videos, it's free money. Never pass up free money, even if it's just a few Satoshis here and there. So definitely cool. But thoughts on Cardano? Well, again, Cardano has been directly going against the trends of the cryptocurrency markets. Everything was falling last week, and Cardano just up again. I mean, looking at this chart overall, it's a lot of red. And Cardano's 0.23% up, $1.23. I think it has a lot of potential. I would say I am still very bullish on almost every cryptocurrency out there right now. I still think we have a lot of room to grow. I fully believe that a $100,000 Bitcoin is possible in 2021. I think, we could see a $5,000 to $10,000 Ethereum. Cardano, the way it's been going, I think we could realistically see, $3 to $5 and even up to 10. I think it's really going to depend on what the bigger cryptos like Bitcoin and Ethereum at this point, the only 2 bigger ones, it's going to depend on what they do. If Bitcoin sits right where it is now, Ethereum sits right where it is now, we might see a $2 Cardano, but I don't think it's going to go much higher than, maybe $250 if we don't get a, $75,000 to $100,000 Bitcoin. And I think that's what a lot of people don't realize with, like the whole Dogecoin's going to $1. That's possible. I fully believe it's possible, but we have to see movement in these other coins, because for Dogecoin to go from, 14th, 15th place on the market cap to 3rd, that's just unrealistic. We would see other money pouring into things like Cardano and Litecoin and XRP and stuff like that. So I think there's a lot of room to grow. I do have some Cardano that I got, again, back in 2019, I believe, for, pennies compared to what it is now. I don't remember the exact price, but I would say if you have Cardano, hold. I again, like I said, I'm pretty bullish on the cryptocurrency, but if you're going to invest, don't invest any more than you're willing to lose, because there's always a chance that it's going to go down. But Signs, welcome to the stream. I see you had a quick question. How would someone add the CoinGecko bot to your Discord server? It's not hard. Pretty much just like any other bot. CoinGecko, well, no R in Gecko. Discord. Let's see. Yep, so you just go to Top GG. That's where I get all my bots for the Discord server. And then I was able to, you just go ahead and, let's see, CoinGecko bot. You just say invite, and it'll make sure that you're signed in. I'm in an incognito mode, so it won't let me. But then you invite it to your server, whichever ones you own, and then you just set it up through the commands on here. So it's actually pretty easy to set up, and it's a nice little bot to have, especially if you're running a cryptocurrency server. For those of you who aren't familiar with it, you just kind of come down. I have it in coin price. Say I wanted to know the price of Dogecoin, you just do !P and then the coin symbol, so Dogecoin, and you can see it pulls up all the stats on Dogecoin, and this works for any coin on CoinMarketCap. So like I can do, or I'm sorry, CoinGecko. So I can do the price of Rocco, very small coin, not on CoinMarketCap, but it's on CoinGecko, so it pulls up the Rocco price. So super, super easy to set up, very similar to all the other Discord bots. So hopefully that kind of helped you out there, but I would say if you're looking for more information on bots on Discord, just look up a YouTube video for, getting bots on. But looks like we're getting some more people, so welcome to the new people. Great to have you here. I appreciate the support from everybody. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and stay in tune with all of our new videos and streams. But thanks for being here again. But Mike says, for your crypto holdings, do you hold your coins forever? Do you sell most when I sense the market crashing and buy back in the bear? That's kind of a tricky question. I switched around the way that I participate in cryptocurrency last year into a more holding stance, because of just some certain things that were happening, and I've held all the coins that I've gotten all of 2020. Everything that I earned, I still have. So far in 2021, everything that I've earned, I still have. I have not sold any cryptocurrency back into fiat. I did get some extra Litecoin. I paid about $180 a Litecoin, a couple weeks ago. So then it was like, $220 when Bitcoin was going up again. But I think Litecoin has potential to go up. But other than that, I still have all of the money I've earned in crypto. And right now, I don't plan to sell any. Eventually I will, because I would like to kind of continue expanding my mining operation, and once the GPU market calms down, I would like to try and buy some new 30 series cards, but at this time I'm just holding everything. So let's see, Evelyn here, what is a good wallet that I can withdraw to a bank? That's going to depend on your location in the world and what your local laws, government regulations, all of that. Crypto.com is a really good one. They have the Crypto Visa debit card. Again, I'm not sure if it's available wherever you're located. Coinbase is one of them. I believe Gemini you can withdraw to your bank. Again, that's a really hard question to ask depending on where you're at in the world. Different, governments and stuff have different rules. Sometimes there's even Bitcoin ATMs that you can go and, sell your Bitcoin right into cash and get it withdrawn out. So I know those are popping up a little bit more frequently now too. So I would say if you find one that you think is going to be good, just look up some reviews on it. I would say if it's a legitimate one, it's going to have good reviews. And if you find one that looks legit and you Google it and find almost no reviews, I would hold off on that for a while, because there can be some, pop-up scam type sites. I would say definitely try and find a name brand one. And you can even maybe call around to some people in your community. If you have a tax person who works specifically on cryptocurrency, they might know good exchanges like that. Or you could even contact different financial institutions in your area, banks and investment firms, stuff like that, they might know. But hopefully that helped a little bit. Signs, I see you said thank you, that was all you needed help with the CoinGecko bot, so I'm glad I was able to help there. He also said, thanks for the informative videos. Pretty sure you're the only crypto channel that you've enjoyed. Well, thank you. That means a lot. I don't know if you were here for the old Bitcoin tips. If you were, thank you for your continued support on the new channel. If you weren't here, unfortunately, my old channel that I started back in 2016 got deleted off of YouTube. At the beginning of this year. It was, right around, I think it was February 5th, I woke up and, had emails like crazy from, Google saying, my YouTube's been suspended. All these different, I probably had 20 emails from Google, all of this, and I, as soon as I saw that, jumped out of bed, grabbed my laptop, and immediately chatted with Google. And at this point, it doesn't look like I'll be getting it back, but I will hopefully be able to give you guys some good news. If everything works out, I will be more than happy to delete this channel. Let's just put it like that, because the other channel had just under 21,000 subscribers. Like, I think the night before I checked it, I think I was at 20,998. So it definitely sucks. I'm just trying to, stay motivated and keep growing this one. So like I said, any likes, shares, subscriptions, really appreciated. It means a lot. Mike, I did follow the XRP SEC lawsuit for a little bit. I don't know too much about it, so I'm not going to go too in depth on it. I think, it'll define what happens with cryptocurrency, and I hate to say that, but it will. And I think the main reason that the SEC got involved was because they were directly profiting off of it, whereas, Bitcoin, you go out, you mine it. There isn't a sole person that is directly profiting off of you acquiring Bitcoin for the first time, whereas XRP had, a ton of coins in their wallet and started selling them at whatever price they decided to the people who wanted to come, buy into it. So I think that's why they got involved. But like I said, I don't know a ton about it, so I don't want to go too in depth. But hopefully it works out in favor of all cryptocurrencies, because I think that would be really bad for crypto in general if it didn't work out for them. So like I said on the old channel when I did a video, regardless of if you like XRP or not, you better hope that they win that lawsuit. But again, Mike, thank you. I'm really glad that you agree with Signs on the channel. That does mean a lot. Like I said, when I started the channel, back in 2016, it was just I liked making videos. I was, experimenting myself in cryptocurrency, and I thought, I could help some other people out. I remember the first morning when my free Bitcoin account paid me to what at the time was my Coinbase wallet. And I thought, oh my God, I just earned 14 cents online. I legitimately think it was around 10 to 15 cents. It was absolutely nothing. And I thought, this actually works. I just earned 15 cents. How can I do more of this? And at that point it was keep going with cryptocurrency. But I'm really glad you like it. And Signs, I see you say you were here for the old channel, and very sorry to see it go. Yeah, thanks. I mean, like I said, it's YouTube, it's Google. you can't. That's always good. Virus and threat protection. You can't always come out on top, and unfortunately, Google and YouTube have the final say. Like I said, or I believe around the 8th is when it should come back, according to the last conversation I had with someone at Google. But we gotta wait and see. I think what I've decided is I'll wait till the 9th, try and sign in. Unfortunately, it's not even showing up on my channel list anymore, so that's part of the reason why I think it's completely gone. I'll give it till the 10th, so, you know, a week from today. If I don't, you know, see it pop up, can't get signed in, I'm gonna give them one more chat, give it one last attempt, say, you know, what the heck? The guy said I should be getting it back, and here we are, still no channel. So eventually I hope to get it back, but, you know, here in the next week or so we'll know for sure. And like I said, I want to grow this new channel as quick as possible, start helping as many people. Again, like I said, we had almost 21,000 subscribers. Right now I believe we're sitting at about 191. So it's not great, but not terrible. And Alexis, the Discord is fine. I'm really glad I started that, you know, back in the summer or early spring, because at least I still had some sort of platform to communicate with some of the followers and stuff. So we have about 2,000 people in Discord here. Let's see, 2,085. So if everybody could come over and subscribe, that would be great. But off of the few announcements that I've done, we've only gotten about 190 subscribers. So it is what it is. Like I said, I'm glad we were able to have some sort of following when it did go down. But it sucks, and I hope that we can get it back. But at this point, personally, my hopes aren't too high. So who knows? But hey, hopefully next week, instead of, you know, tuning in here for the AMA live stream, we'll have a little celebratory one on the old one. But we'll just have to wait and see. But again, thank you to the guys that are here. I do really appreciate you tuning in and watching the live stream, and I hope this is something you guys like doing. I never really did live streams on the old Bitcoin tips, just because I never really knew what to do, but I figured, hey, with the new channel here, why not try something new, kind of do these update videos, these Ask Anything live streams, and, you know, just kind of continuing on a different path with YouTube to try and grow it a little bit quicker. So hopefully you guys like this. But Mike said, do you know of any auto bots for faucets? Faucet Collector, that's a really good one. Faucet Collector. I've talked about this in Discord before. You said you know about auto faucets, kind of like a bot, but I've heard there are other bots. So this Faucet Collector, you do have to pay for this. I believe it's like $12 a year. I can put a link in here. I know I've talked about it on Discord, and I did have some videos on it before. This is absolutely 100% worth your money. Now, the only caution I'll give you is the faucet bot. A lot of faucets don't like you running bots, and they can ban your account for it. If you're willing to take the risk that you're going to lose your account on that faucet, then this is probably the best thing I've ever used for what it does. You can claim from hundreds of faucets at once. And it's really good program. It runs on Windows. You can set intervals for how often it claims. You just type in your username and password, and it does everything from there. There's tons of faucets. There's faucets that it comes with, and then there's faucets that people have wrote scripts for. I have nothing bad to say about this program. Like I said, it works on tons and tons of faucets. I mean, you can just see this list here. It just keeps going. These are all different faucets that you can claim from. So $12 a year, 100% worth it. I mean, you could make your money back on just free Bitcoin alone if you were going to claim off of just one. But yeah, this is what I'd recommend for that. And then yeah, like Fire Faucet and Auto Faucet are faucets that have bots built into them. whereas this works on faucets of all kinds. So hopefully that kind of helps answer your question there. I'll drop the link here in the chat if you wanted to check that out. I believe the base is like $13 a year or $12 a year, so, or you can buy it by month, but it is a little bit more expensive. If you wanted to get it for a month, I think it's like $4. So definitely recommend it. Works great. So yeah, I mean, this is, like I said, I can't say enough good things about it, but they got a pretty good support in Discord and all that. So like I said, if you're willing to take the risk of getting your account banned, this is the place to take that risk, I guess. Sorry, had to take another drink there, but yeah. So hopefully that answered your question there. But yeah, well, I think this has been a pretty successful live stream, and I don't want to cut it short here, but if there's any other questions, I'd love to keep going, but looks like we've been going here for, what, roughly almost an hour here, so, I mean, we can keep going for a little bit longer, but yeah, I see we have 6 people here. I mean, that's great. Thank you to everyone who showed up. If you like this idea, let me know with just a quick chat. And hopefully we can, like I said, get, from 6 up to, 12 people or 15 people in here, over the next week or so. So definitely cool. But you said, thanks, I'll look into it. I know a couple cloud mining sites are out of stock. Are there any other ones that are mentioned? Yeah, cloud mining sites right now are facing the same thing that miners are facing. If it's a legitimate site, chances are you can't buy anything on it because graphics cards and ASIC machines are sold out everywhere, so it wouldn't really make sense that a cloud mining site is going to have a ton of available gigahashes. If you find a site that limits to buying 100 gigahashes or something like that, that might be even more legit than some of them out there. But I have not found any cloud mining sites that are currently selling and that are reliable. I did a cloud mining video. One of the sites at the time of recording did have some in stock. I don't know if they do still, but you got to be careful with some of the cloud minings because there are a lot of scams out there. I do hate to say it, but Genesis Mining, very reputable, but again, they're sold out. Hashflare, again, same story. And then unfortunately, EOBot, which was the first cloud mining site I used, they've gone out of business. So they don't even have mining power available anymore. But cloud mining is a really good way to get into cryptocurrency. That was how I really made my start, was taking faucet money and investing it right into EOBot. Since EOBot operated a little different, they let you buy fractions of a gigahash, just like you can buy fractions of a Bitcoin. So I could take 50, 60, 70 cents that I earned on free Bitcoin and buy half a gigahash. And yeah, it wasn't much, but I was making 2 satoshis a day off of the maybe 1,000 that I earned throughout the week. So over time I just built that up, and that's kind of how I got into cryptocurrency without investing. So I think it's still possible to do that. It's just a lot harder these days because there's less cloud mining sites. Cryptocurrency is so much more expensive. That's a big one. But yeah, it's just a little bit different of a community now. I mean, I would say cryptocurrency is a different community than it was, last November, just with how much has changed over the last, 3 to 4 months. But how did you make the $12 faucet collector payment? I believe it was just cryptocurrency. They should accept crypto. Let's see. Yeah, BTC Pay. You can pay Bitcoin, Litecoin, Dogecoin, or Dash. You can do crypto payments for the same ones. They do have Payeer, and then there's MasterCard as well. I personally would recommend going with the BTC Pay. You get a 0% fee, and you can do cryptocurrency. But it does look like they accept MasterCard. When I did it, I'm sure I paid in, either Bitcoin, Litecoin, or Dogecoin. I've had it for quite some time now, but because I actually bought it before it was a subscription type thing. But yeah, I would recommend the cryptocurrency. But again, the people that run this, I would say if you only had to go with credit card, I would trust them. Like I said, they've got a really good support in Discord. I am a part of their server here. So they're always doing, little giveaways here and there. They got some tutorials, common questions, and then they got the support bot like what we have. So definitely really cool. Like I said, if you have no other option but credit card, I would trust them. I like I said, have nothing bad to say about them. But yeah, so hopefully that kind of helps answer that. But yeah, well, again, thank you guys for being here. It does mean a lot, especially knowing that, a couple of you have been around since the old channel and were there. So I'm glad to see some of the old subscribers because, YouTube tells me that I've got 190 people subscribed, but they don't tell me who they are. And, I have no way to tell if they were subscribed to the old channel. So it's nice to see that there are some people coming over from Discord and from the old channel. So since I have some asset in stock market, have you heard of Mirror Protocol? I have not heard of Mirror Protocol, so I don't have any thoughts on it. Let's quick protocol. Let's do a quick search here. Mirror Protocol. Is this what you're talking about, Alexis? I'm not sure if this is what it is because, like I said, I have not heard of that before. This is Mirror Finance. Let's see. Creates a fungible asset. What is fungible? I didn't know that was a word. Able to be replaced by another identical item. Interesting. So let's see. Yeah. I mean, if this is what you're talking about, I have not heard of it. It looks like it is a cryptocurrency as well. I'm guessing based off the little reading I just did that it's a cryptocurrency that mirrors some stocks in the market or even indexes. So I don't know if you wanted to post another comment there if that's what it is, roughly, because I have not heard of it. But okay, you said yes. If they set it up right, I mean, it could be something that works out. I would say, personally, cryptocurrency and stock market should be more separated. Cryptocurrency is supposed to be that decentralized state, and unfortunately, the stock market is not decentralized. So I would say it has potential. Like I said, I don't know much about it, so I don't want to say anything, but, we'll see. I mean, I'll definitely look more into it after the stream. And then we can always talk about it. If you're part of the Discord, you can throw some more detailed questions in the AMA channel, and I can look into it over the next week or so for the next live stream. But going back up a little bit here, you said Mike said, thanks for the amazing content followed since the 3K Bitcoin days. Well, I appreciate the long following there because it's, well, I guess you could say 3K Bitcoin was, about a year ago when everything fell off. But I know what you mean back when Bitcoin was just hitting 3,000. I mean, I remember when Bitcoin hit, $500, so that was pretty crazy. But I appreciate the long following, and I'm really glad to see some other people, showing up here and, participating not only in the live streams but on the new channel. So it's definitely nice to see that there is some commitment and following across the channels and all that. But you said, now that CoinPod is closing down, which faucet should I use? Again, that's going to be anything that you want. Because with the faucet bot, you're going to get a list of faucets you didn't even know existed. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. But if we just say category faucet, Cointoply, that's a good one. Free Bitcoin, I'd recommend. But then, you can scroll through all of these. And these are all Bitcoin faucets that you can claim from. I mean, they might pay out in other coins, but these are all faucets. So, I mean, if you really wanted, you could spend the time, go through, create an account on each one of these, and set it up on the faucet collector. Now, of course, the more of these you have, the more you will have to run your little program that solves those robot things that you have to hook up. But, I mean, there's literally hundreds, if not thousands, of faucets that are all listed on here that you could go through and sign up on. You could even just, maybe 20 minutes every day, just look through some of the list and see, oh, this one seems to pay pretty well. I'm going to take the time and set up an account and link it to the faucet bot. So I think for me, the max I ever ran was 20 or 30 faucets at once. But Free Bitcoin, it's a great starting point. I would say, set that up, learn it with free Bitcoin. Since free Bitcoin has a lot of other settings that you can choose, like your reward points, your lottery tickets, stuff like that. So definitely, it's a cool program, not too hard to use, and it's nice because you can move it between computers. If you've got like an old laptop or even just like an old dual core, single core computer, sitting in the corner, as long as it runs, I mean, this might run on Windows 7, but I've only used it on 10. As long as you've got Windows 10, this will pretty much run. I mean, I've run it on, computers with, 4 gigs of RAM and a dual core processor, so it's not hard to run, but definitely a cool program. But I see we're actually up to 7 viewers now, so welcome to the new viewer. If you have any questions, make sure to leave them in the chat, and I appreciate everybody, being here and hanging out with us tonight. And I think these streams are pretty successful so far. Like I said, this is the first, official AMA live stream that I've done. The last week, that was kind of an impromptu. I was going to do just a mining stream, and it kind of morphed into an Ask Me Anything stream, but I'll continue doing the mining ones on Thursday nights. So if you're interested in those, make sure to tune in Thursday night. I'll probably do about another 4-hour live stream of the mining stats, because mining's changing all the time, so should be interesting. And once I get the new mining rig set up and built, we can do a stream on that too. But hopefully here in the next few days, I have the first video in that series out. I'm still waiting on the CPU and risers to show up. The lovely mail is being a little slow, so we're just waiting on all the parts to show up for that. But I'll definitely be doing 2 or 3 part series of building and setting that up, and then we can always do a mining stream to see what it's earning across a couple hours. But again, thank you to everyone for being here. I do appreciate it. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, like the stream. And I know I did put some stuff in the title about Dogecoin and Apple and Bitcoin. I don't know if you saw my video yesterday. It's rumored that Apple is going to buy some Bitcoin, so that would be really cool. Not only for the cryptocurrency markets, but also as we've talked a little bit about the stock market today too. So I think that would be good for Apple as a publicly traded company with stocks. So I think there's a lot to come from that, like we saw with Tesla. Signs said, do you think the 3060 would be good for mining? I don't know. I've watched a few videos on it, and it does look like the halving software that they have in there, they have that in at the BIOS level, so it is locking a lot of people out of changing it, so you can get more hash rate. And honestly, I think NVIDIA, they shouldn't have done that. That was kind of a dumb move on their part, because, who cares who's buying your product? You're still getting the same amount of money for it, whether a gamer buys it or a guy who's going to mine. So, I don't know. It was, disappointing to me, because I was going to try and, get some of those 3060s to set up a mining rig with. But once I heard that they were having the hash rate, it's not really worth it to me. So, I would say if you're absolutely lost for a graphics card and you happen to be able to get a 3060 at MSRP, it's not going to be bad. You're still going to get a little bit off of it. If you happen to have one in your gaming computer, throwing it on a mining algorithm isn't going to hurt. So I just wouldn't go out and build, a 3060 mining rig. If I was going to build a new mining rig, I'd try and get the 3060 Ti's or higher. So that's kind of my thoughts on that. I do have a video coming out later this week as well on the CMP cards and my thoughts on those. Just because, that was NVIDIA's decision, it looks like. So definitely sucks, because like I said, I would have gotten some for my mining rig and done some videos on 3060 mining rigs, but NVIDIA decided that miners don't get to use those cards. So it sucks, but we'll see how it works out for them, because I know they got kind of, got the short end of the stick last time they did that with the P106 cards. They ended up with a ton of extra in inventory, and I really think that'll happen again here with the mining cards that they're coming out with. They'll probably end up with a bunch of extras and not know what to do with them and end up just selling them cheap on eBay. It'll be interesting to see, though. So Mike, thanks. I do appreciate it. I hope the channel continues to grow over the next few weeks. like I said, best case scenario is, next week I do a live stream like this and we delete this channel. And that would be best case scenario. I get the old Bitcoin tips back, but I kind of doubt it. So I'm just trying to come up with some new ways to figure out how to grow the channel. And I mean, a lot of it's going to come down to just getting the right titles and everything and getting some new people to click on it. And that was what really sucks about the old channel getting deleted, was it was just kind of going into that phase where it wasn't super easy to get new people to find it, but it wasn't hard because there were a lot of people liking the videos. Almost every video I made got, 1 to 500 views, and the good ones got, 1 to 10,000 views. And the video I made about how to mine Bitcoin in less than 5 minutes, I made that video in April of 2020. When that channel got deleted, that video had 160,000 views, and it was getting 4,000 views a day. So 4,000 new people were clicking on my video, and maybe out of those 4,000, 10 subscribed. So that's kind of what really sucks is, yeah, I've got the Discord, but, without the YouTube following, it's a lot harder to get new people to find you. So, like I said, I'm going to try my best to keep up with the, video every day, and then from there, go with live streams twice a week, one like this and one like the mining. So, we'll see how it goes, but hopefully it like you said, hopefully it keeps growing over time. But so he said, haha, if you don't delete it, let us know in the Discord. Also, what about a possible emailing list? That way followers will know if something like that ever happens again. That's a really good idea, Mike. I've been thinking about, I've got some ideas that maybe we can talk about in the next stream, that I would like to do with the Bitcoin Tips brand, and kind of come up with some stuff like that. So hopefully, I'm probably going to get ready to wrap this stream up here in the next few minutes, but maybe next week we can talk about the future plans for Bitcoin Tips, because I think an email list is something I've thought about. I just don't know how many people would want to be, giving up their emails and stuff like that, but I have the 2,000, almost 2,100 people in Discord, and off of, I think I've done probably at least 5 or 6 announcements about the new channel, and I've only got 190 people coming over. So there is always going to be a disconnect, but, that's a pretty large one, I would think. So I hope nothing like this ever happens again, but we'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, I think next week we can always talk about some new strategies with Bitcoin Tips and all that, and see what you guys think of those. But I am working on creating a Twitter page. Well, when I say I'm working on creating a Twitter page, I already have it. Yeah, I don't know if you guys are following it, but I will go ahead and put the link in the chat here. That is the Twitter page for Bitcoin Tips. So I've got, I think, let's see, 80 followers over there. I've just been tweeting here and there, but I can always work on a Facebook page as well. I think I have one. I just got to get it, a little bit more polished, thumbnail and all that. But I do appreciate the suggestions and all that. But like I said, I'm probably going to get ready to wrap this up here. But next week, probably around the same time, 7:45. My time at least. I don't know what time it is where you guys are, but that's probably when I'll do these streams. So next week we can talk about, some ideas that I've been having for Bitcoin Tips and see what you guys think of it, if it's something you'd be interested in. But again, guys, the 7 of you who are here, I greatly appreciate you being here. It does mean a lot that there are some people out there that want to come and interact and, have a little chat. Again, if you're not part of the Discord already, the link's in the description below. At this time, I don't have a Telegram. I can look into getting one set up, though. I can definitely work on that throughout the week. But, yeah, check out the Discord if you've got any questions, throughout the week. Drop them in the AMA live stream channel here. It's under Community AMA Questions. Drop them in there, and we'll, can always start the live stream going off of this while some people come in and get the chat going. But other than that, again, thank you guys so much for being here. Make sure to hit the subscribe button, and I hope to see you in the future videos and live streams. Have a nice night, everyone.